Hey, welcome to this episode of Fantasy Adventure, where today we're watching Karen go from noble lady to adventure goddess. Karen's inner world resembles a pot of stew brimming with quirky ideas. Merely a hint of a story can result in a full table laden with unique and flavorful dishes. This soulful connection left Karen both enchanted and a bit spooked, her lonely spirit getting a creative jolt from Dennis' pen. Torn between morals and freedom, she wobbled like a seesaw, fearing this love could flip her life upside down and chase down her husband to profess her love. Karen boldly declared her love in the rain, trying to use normal marriage to calm the storm inside her. She thought about enhancing the family through childbirth, but soon her husband was dead set on joining the colonial wars, leaving her a bit. So Karen just had to endure her aunt's farm management while feeling this fiery land gradually melting her heart. She dropped the noble act and chatted up the enthusiastic old ladies, and even planted seedlings right before the astonished indigenous people. She tenderly bandaged the wounds of those unwilling to seek treatment, while envying the kids clustering around, chasing any new bizarre wonders. She just smiled amidst the chaos until that day when her husband sent a message. He called Karen to tally up some supplies to send to the front lines, and to prevent the natives from causing trouble while the men were away. These women and children were temporarily sent back to the city. Don't even think about facing the enemy. Karen didn't want to feel belittled, so she decided to personally lead the supply run, but oh boy, this road was tougher than expected. With unclear markers and rugged terrain, the convoy went the wrong way. At night, Karen felt guilty, comforted by the butler. He said God would guide her, but the next day, they were surrounded by cavalry before they even woke up. To Karen's shock, the leader of the cavalry was none other than her long-lost Dennis, off to fight with friends. Upon hearing that Karen was also planning to go to the front lines, his friend quickly warned her, urging her to return at once, emphasizing that such a place isn't meant for women. Dennis respected and appreciated her, but sadly they were not on the same journey. He handed Karen a compass and said goodbye. Karen adjusted her course and set off again, only to face a lion attack at night. With the cattle in a panic, she didn't even have time to grab a gun. Armed solely with a whip, she valiantly pushed her way through the thorns. Her extraordinary courage left the natives utterly impressed and deeply astounded. As more joined in, the lion eventually decided it was better to back off. Karen sighed in relief as the frontline leader was left jaw-dropped by the spectacle. The gathered crowd parted to make way for her, and atop her horse, Karen fully embodied the title of a tough lady. But the crowd stood stunned. Their eyes were filled with shock, while her husband looked on, filled with approval. Meanwhile, Karen maintained her cool composure. What a spectacular show this was. Back home, her husband refused Karen's request to return, and she candidly admitted she couldn't escape worldly desires. He began yearning for a fulfilling marriage, saying he would wait on the farm for his return from the front lines, both following their present desires. However, when she returned, what awaited Karen wasn't her husband, but the syphilis he caught from another woman. Back then, such a disease could only be treated with caustic ointment, and the chance of curing it was just 50%. Karen had to return to Denmark for treatment. Her husband, with milder symptoms, apologized and offered care, but she just wanted him to stay and manage the farm, and when leaving, she bumped into Dennis again. Dennis remained cool and carefree, yet he lacked the courage to admit his illness. They agreed to meet again to share their stories, and Karen set off alone on her journey to Denmark. There, the ointment became her trusty ally in the battle against the formidable enemy. During this time, she yearned for the colors of that land and the warmth of its simple people. Her resilience eventually helped her conquer the disease. However, she also lost her ability to conceive. When she returned to this place, the natives rushed to welcome her, and the kids came running with an owl as a greeting. The village boys showcased their creative bandaging skills, while the black butler diligently kept the room spotless. In order to sincerely repay the immense hospitality displayed by the natives, Karen resolutely decided to adopt the European educational approach to save them. However, when she announced her intention to open a school locally at the New Year's ball, she was met with relentless mockery and ridicule. Just as tensions were about to spark, Dennis swooped in, whisking her away to dance to the music. However, Dennis disagreed with her rescue plan, suggesting the natives had their own ways of living. Their views clashed, yet they were drawn to each other. On the way home, Karen found a woman's underwear in her husband's vehicle. Realizing she had no hope left in this marriage, she suggested a separation. She devoted herself to farm work, relishing outdoor life, drying beans in the afternoon and savoring the harvest vibes. But then one day, Dennis came knocking, inviting her to follow him on a hunting trip. Lacking a bit of courage, but once decided, it was like opening a new door. Off she went on a brand new adventure with Dennis. Filled with excitement for the wonders of this world, Dennis showed her the marvels of the African landscape. She witnessed migrating animals crossing the land like flowing stones, rivers winding gracefully as if they were the earth's veins pulsing, and countless thousands of red starlings ascending into the sky all at once. They held each other's hands high up in the sky, sharing this beautiful moment, making Dennis' free spirit even more enchanting. If you enjoyed our video, please remember to hit like and subscribe to my channel. There's so much more exciting content waiting for you. Keep following our fantastic journey.